Hey, Mom, can I bring a friend over today?
Wow, you're already making friends? You've only been at your new school for a few days now. That's great.
What can I say?
Well, aren't you a social butterfly? Just like I was. Of course they can come. Although, I have to admit, I was worried switching schools in 8th grade would be difficult, but this is good. Are you part of a friend group now and everything?
Mom, you worry too much. Even in a worst-case scenario, I've got plenty of things that I like doing by myself.
I suppose that's true. Oh, will your friends be coming to dinner as well? How many people?
Just one. Her name is Mia. She says she's not picky about food.
Good to know. Maybe I'll pull out all the stops and try out a new recipe on you guys.
Just what you normally make is fine. Thanks, Mom. Mom, I'm sorry. It looks like I might be a bit late.
You know I want you to come home right away since you decided not to do any extracurricular activities. Are you on your way home right now?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
It's getting dark earlier now, so be careful, okay?
I know, Mom.
Oh, and by the way, there was something I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
It's about your friend Mia. I was talking to one of the neighbors earlier. Apparently Mia was in reform school until a little bit before we moved here. Do you know if that's true?
Yeah. It's true.
Oh, really? I was so surprised when I heard. She seems so nice.
I know, right? Me too. But Mia is a good kid. I'm sure of it.
I don't think they put good kids in reform school. But you're right. She's got good manners, at least. She didn't strike me as a bad kid at all.
Right? I knew you'd understand. Actually, some kids at school told me I shouldn't hang out with her. One of my teachers even pulled me aside and seemed a bit worried. I don't think anybody understands her.
So then why did she get put in reform school? I've heard that you can technically get sent there as young as 12. But I've also heard that it's rare for kids that young.
Well...
Is it something you don't want to tell me?
No, it's fine. Everyone else already knows anyway. It's just, I don't want to gossip about Mia like this.
See, that's one of the best things about you, honey. It's really wonderful to be considerate of other people's feelings. But I think it'd be best for me to know about this. I promise I won't talk to anyone else about it, okay?
Okay. Mia got caught shoplifting a few times. And even though she got caught, she kept on doing it. And then one time, she was waiting for her mom to come pick her up from holding, but her mom refused to take her back. Kids our age normally don't get sent to reform school because their parents come and pick them up, but with everything Mia had done, there wasn't much else they could do.
Okay, I see. I wonder why she shoplifted so much.
Even Mia said she doesn't know why. Anyway, she says she doesn't do it anymore. I think she really got reformed.
I guess so. Well, she might have had a lot going on, but if it ever seems like she's going to do it again, I want you to stop her, okay?
I know, of course I will.
Okay, I'm trusting you. But you've been coming home late recently, you know that. I don't want to butt into your life with your friends, and you should be able to hang out with who you want to. Anyway, all I'm saying is that I trust you. But just so you know, if you keep breaking curfew because you're hanging out with Mia, then your father and I might start to think that Mia is having a bad influence on you. So try to keep that in mind, okay?
Okay, sorry.
It's fine, as long as you understand. Anyway, I'll stop bothering you for now. Thanks again for telling me about Mia. And we're having hamburgers tonight, so get home quick.
Yay! Okay, on my way.
Sophia, it's past curfew. Sophia, what's going on? Didn't you just tell me the other day that you would stop doing things that make us question your judgment? I'm sorry. I'll head home soon. What are you doing? Are you with Mia? Sophia! Don't ignore me.
Mom, I need your help. Mia collapsed all of a sudden.
What?
She's burning up. I've been taking care of her. But I think she just went unconscious.
What happened? Where are you right now?
We're in an empty building behind the school.
What? What are you doing there?
She said her mom has been treating her worse than usual lately. So we've been meeting up here lately.
Is that right? Okay, you can give me the details later. Just send me your location for now. I'll come and get you.
Thanks, Mom.
Hello. Sorry to bother you so late. My name's Kelly. I'm not sure if I have the right number. Is this Mia's mother, Catherine? There's something I need to tell you about Mia. Yeah, this is Catherine. What is it? What's she done this time? Thank you for responding. It seems my daughter Sophia and Mia have become really close recently. I'm sorry it took me so long to introduce myself. Oh. I don't see any reason you should need to introduce yourself. So, what is it that you want to tell me? Is that it? I've taken your daughter to the hospital. She had a really high fever and passed out. She took some medicine and now she's relaxed and sleeping well. So what? You trying to ask me to pay the hospital bill or something? You were the one that decided to take her to the hospital all on your own, right? I'm not paying you a single penny. No, that's not it. I called you because I wanted to ask if Mia can stay at our place tonight, so that she can get a good night's rest. Go ahead. By all means. I can't believe people these days, sticking their noses in other people's business like this. Since you decided to take care of her without asking, then do whatever you want. But I tell you, if you come here asking me to give you money for all this, we're gonna have some words. We've got no money to be wasting on stuff like this over here. Oh, I'm well aware of that. Huh? I've heard all about your situation from your daughter. You guys are on welfare, aren't you? Yeah, what about it? You're trying to say I should have money because the government helps us out? No, not at all. But if you're on welfare, then you don't have to pay medical fees, right? So why wouldn't you take Mia to the hospital? You know what? Since you have no idea what you're talking about, I'll fill you in. You have to go to the welfare office to get free hospital care. There's a lot of steps to it. If that's all it is, then you should do it, shouldn't you? What the hell? I'm in so much pain every day that I can barely work. I don't know where you get off saying something like that. I'm sorry about that. But it's not just that. From what I understand, you're not feeding her regularly either. So I hear she's gotten in trouble for shoplifting quite a few times. Why is that, I wonder? You don't even have enough money to buy food? She has school lunches. What do you think I send her to school for? She's in middle school. She can't live off just school lunch, especially not at her age. And what about weekends and holidays when she isn't in school? How can you be so cruel to your own daughter? Will you stop telling me how to take care of my own child? Are you out of your mind? I want to be able to eat what everyone else is eating too, but I push through it somehow. We're not as rich as you, so don't go judging us by your white-collar standards. From what I hear, welfare provides more than enough money to live off of. Case in point, I hear you order DoorDash all the time. Are you eating all that takeout all by yourself without giving any to your daughter? If you use that money to cook at home, then she would have more than enough to eat. Who do you think you are? What are you, my caseworker or something? No, you're just my daughter's friend's nosy mother, so get off my back. If you're so worried about Mia, then why don't you take care of her? Can I? I'll do whatever you feel like. God knows that I won't miss her. She wasn't even cute as a baby. The only reason she's still here is because it's too much of a pain to get rid of her legally. She looks just like my ex-husband, and she pisses me off. So believe me, if I could throw her out, I would. That lazy scum won't even pay child support. I take better care of her than he would, at least.
I understand. Well, then I'll look after Mia from now on. Otherwise, I'm afraid she'll just get sick again.
Yeah, good luck with that. While you're at it, feel free to take care of her all the way until she's done with school. Hey, what the hell did you do? Do you have any idea what you just did?
Ah, hello. Did your conversation about Mia go well? Thanks for doing that.
Don't mess with me. I've been called into child services. They said I don't take care of my kid properly. It was you, wasn't it? You put her up to it.
I was the one who suggested it, but Mia was the one who decided to go. She's a responsible young girl. She can make her own choices. Anyway, we told them about all the things you've done to her up until now.
You've gone way too far. Why are you doing all of this anyway? What are you getting out of it?
Nothing. This is just the logical result of talking with Mia. She doesn't want to go hungry and have to shoplift for food anymore. All she wants is a place to sleep and enough food to eat. This is what she has to do to get that.
She's going to be in high school in less than a year. Just a few more years until she's 16 and she can get a job. I was counting on that extra money coming in. Now what am I supposed to do?
Are you saying you were going to make her drop out of school and work?
Duh. She has to pay me back for giving her a place to stay all these years, doesn't she? Otherwise, what would have been the point of me having her?
Mia said she wants to go to college. And from what I hear, she's very intelligent, gets good grades. What you're suggesting would completely ruin her future. There are a lot of systems in place to help out struggling families.
Look, I told you already. I don't feel the same way about my kid as you do. She's just like her father, and I can't stand it. Do you believe that crap about parents loving their kids unconditionally? You don't understand how the world works.
I'm well aware of how the world works. My mother was just like you.
Oh, is that right? You're saying you were just like me as a kid? I guess that adds up, considering you piss me off just as much as she does.
You can think whatever you want about me. I don't care. But what you've been doing is a crime.
Oh, is that right? A crime?
You have legal responsibility for your daughter. You get more money from the government because Mia is your dependent. So you have an obligation to take care of her. Just sending her to school is not enough. And putting her in the hospital for malnourishment is a crime in and of itself.
You're full of it.
You have a smartphone, right? Why don't you look this up yourself? The government's cracking down on this stuff lately, so I think they'll be all over your case.
Hold on a second. This isn't enough to arrest me over.
You think so? I don't know, but I believe you have some other offenses under your belt, don't you? It sounds like you've been working at getting paid under the table while you've been collecting unemployment checks. I believe that's considered fraud.
Huh? Did Mia tell you that too?
That's right.
You're lying. She knows better than to go against me like that. She's listened to everything I've ever said. And when she got caught for shoplifting, she didn't tell them anything. She wouldn't try and get me in trouble like this. I know what this is. This is just some crackpot idea that you cooked up to harass me.
You just said a moment ago that a parent doesn't have to unconditionally love their kid. The same thing should apply to kids. Do you really think Mia loves you no matter what?
Oh, of course she does. Who else does she have?
Then if you understand that already, that makes you even worse. Kids aren't possessions. They're individuals with their own unique personalities. The reason Mia hasn't gone against you until now is because she thought she couldn't survive without you. But that's not love.
Hey, let me talk to her. I want to talk to her directly. I want to apologize for everything I've done. She'll understand. She's my daughter, after all. You don't get to call her your daughter only when it suits you. Anyway, she's under protection right now, so it won't be easy for you to talk to her. Just give it up. It's time for you to atone for what you've done to her. If you help me, I should be able to meet with her, right? Please, I just need to talk to her. If you have something you want to say, then you could say it to a child services worker. You know, kids have a lot more on their mind than adults think they do. And because they don't know about the world yet, when you hurt them, they think it must be normal. Mia has been pushing through this pain the whole time. She didn't talk back or anything. Thought she was doing okay. Well, how would you feel if you had to live in her shoes? Wouldn't you find it totally unbearable? I don't know. Maybe. You should treat people the way you want to be treated. Even kids know that. All right, fine, I'm a bad mother. I get it already. But I don't want to lose my way of life, okay? I'll do anything you ask. I'll listen to anything you have to say. So would you help me out? Just this once. I think if you said something to Mia, you could change her mind. You don't regret anything, do you? I'm going to show this whole conversation to child services. What? No. Wait a second. Mia is the only reason you've been able to live the way you've been living until now. But it's time for you to let all of that go. It's time for you to give her a better life. After that, the court put a restraining order on Mia's mother. She lost custody a while later. She didn't end up getting arrested over how she treated Mia. But she was charged over $15,000 in fines for the illegal welfare payments she received. Even though it was her first offense, she was sentenced to prison. It takes a lot for someone to confess the crimes of their own mother. Honestly, I was worried about a girl as young as Mia having to deal with this. But she's more cheerful now than she was before, so actually I feel a bit relieved. By the way, I found out the reason why Mia and Sophia became friends. Sophia saw Mia about to shoplift one day, by chance. So Mia said something to her about it, and their conversation at that time was the start of their friendship. Sophia started asking Mia to come to dinner so that she wouldn't have to steal food to eat. I wish I knew what was going on much sooner. But it takes courage to tell other people about your friend's struggles. I'm just happy that Sophia realized what was going on so quickly and was able to help Mia. After Mia's mother went to jail, Mia was put into foster care and was transferred to another school. But they should both end up in the same high school. Until then, they're going to stay friends and do homework together. And Mia still comes over once a week and stays for dinner with us, just like before. From now on, I want to support both of these girls as much as I can. After all, that's my job as an adult.